She didn't know this. She did not know this. But that gift was a surprise message from divine love. Guess what, you guys? Guess what? I just finished a holiday party at one of my jobs. And I also saw my last client from another position that I was a contractor with. And the family that I was serving, the mother, she finally got her driver's license. And that was a big thing for her as one of our goals that she wanted to accomplish, as well as get her son into Head Start. But she did it. And it was our last session. And I felt as much pride in the journey that we've done together in that position that she did. So I cried, I released. I know that things for me for 2026 is going to be so fantastic. It's going to be astronomical. It's going to be scrumptious because that's the word for the year, scrumptious. Even though these last couple of days have been a roller coaster of ups and downs, I know that I'm settling in on a surface that will allow me to propel after I've allowed my nervous system to calm down and breathe again and refocus and observe where I'm going with the gratitude of where I've come. What do I mean by that? So, in this message or in this video, the main message is happy everything. This was a surprise gift that I received today at our Secret Santa meeting. I got my book that I asked for, which is The AM Method, The Art of Manifesting Through Art, which is something that I've been practicing over the last, I don't know, maybe about 6 months. And I've taken a class regarding that. And then I bought the ebook. So funny. I bought the ebook and the audio book. I bought the audiobook by accident, but I bought the ebook because at the time when the book came out, they sold out and I couldn't, and it is what it is. It sold out and I didn't want to wait. So I wanted to practice. So I did the ebook, but I wind up listening to the audiobook over and over again because it had a lot of quantum physics in there. It had a lot of history. It had a lot of science based stuff, and I needed to be able to highlight it and all that good stuff. To study it even more about intentional drawing through meditation, because that is just right now that is something that I want to delve or dive. What's the word? Dive into, dwell, not dwell. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm tongue tied at the moment. And so the 2026 is going to be a lot of that manifesting. And through all the affirmations and the confessions of faith that I'm doing and staying in my success chair, I see the changes. So today I had to call the emergency, the non-emergency number for the fire department, which put me out on 10 because I was getting the meatballs ready for the party and my oven would not cut off. I couldn't leave the house with the gas oven on. That just wasn't going to happen. So that was an issue. And then the other day, my phone, that was an issue, but it's fixed. So these are just issues. These are those bumps in the roads. These are those snags in your sweater. These are the tangles in your hair that just make you want to go, "Arr." But overall, when you pull yourself up and observe, it's just a blimp. It's trying to knock my regulation of happiness and joy and gratitude off track. And it's not. It's not, baby. It's not. Because I will rewrite and reconfess all kind of stuff. I mean, I thank the firemen that were there. They moved the stove, they put the stove back, they made sure the gas wasn't coming out because I got some fancy little stove they ain't never seen. They both had to Google it. It's gas and electric all at the same time. So they had me wondering. I was like, I don't know. I've had the stove for, 10 years. So that was funny. It was funny. It wasn't funny at the moment because I got frustrated, but then it became funny. So my frustrations weren't anything. There was just like this polarities of funny at the moment. And I'm just glad that it all worked out because that's what it always does, right? It always manifests as the best way it can for us. And so the kitchen just wants to upgrade. Whether if I fix the stove or I just choose to go buy another stove, it is what it is. Just like with the phone. Either I was going to fix the phone or I was going to buy a new phone. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. They're just choices that I needed to make. Going back to the plate though. So my supervisor or the manager where I work brought in this plate and she was like, anybody want this plate? And I looked at it and I didn't even really pay attention to it. It was like a large serving plate. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I like that. And she was like, you can have it this and this and this and this. And then she opened it up and she explained that it said happy everything. And then that phrase stuck with me. And I'll put the plate here so you guys can see it. And then she put it up and I was like, okay, thank you. And then, we all did our Secret Santas, yeah, 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 I ate and all that. But so when I was driving home, the epiphany or my intuition came in and said, I want you to be happy. Well, not in these words, but happy everything. Everything is happy. Maintain the happiness of that foundation, which I've been doing on the majority of the end. I mean, I'm not a psychopath. I can't be happy 100% of the time, but I can bring myself back to neutral and then back to happy. And that's going to be my expectation for myself over the next millennium of my lifetime, my lifespan. And it was like what do they call a whisper and a nod and a wink, all those things from God to say, I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Because the gift was out of the blue. Something in her told her, well, God told her, not directly, but indirectly, to bring it and then to ask me, did I want it? And I look at it and just instantly say yes. And to get that message was synchronicity. It was so pure and innocent. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. And one of the stocking stuffers, I don't know, this is coming up. So the stocking stuffers for everybody. When the stove was messing up, I was writing happy money on $1 bills because I was putting them in our stockings. And I wrote a personal message from to everybody, and I randomly put them up and put them in the stockings. And while I was doing that, the stove was doing its thing, and I wasn't going to allow it to deter me from putting out the energy of positive, happy money. And it was so sweet that I want to say the majority of them of the rest of the coworkers read the notes because they all got individually notes, so they were all personalized, random from spirit. I don't even know what they got. And they all said, "Oh, this is so sweet. This is so cute. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm not going to spend this. I'm not going to do that." And that was the purpose. The purpose was to show them that I see them and that I wished wonderful, wonderful things to them, that I wish blessings for them and abundance in 2026. Because I'm not going to be there for the whole 2026. I already know that in my spirit. And endings are always new beginnings. And sometimes we fear the new stuff. We fear it not in a way of I'm scared, but we fear the unknown. But the unknown, the darkness of the unknown is the birth of the light. It's consistent. It's it's all the things that will always be. And it's not the scary like a scary movie. It's such a surprise that it doesn't allow the mind to calm down. And within that non-calming down, you feel like you're in a storm, but you're not. You're just going with the flow. The storm is not the flow, and the flow is not the storm, but they're both movements. One you can see and one you can't. One you just feel. This message is a lot. So, if you didn't know, actually, also, this is another ending. This is the ending of the 100 videos in 100 days. Today is my 100th video. It's been a lot. Everything happy, though. In this moment, everything is happy. I'm happy with what I've done over the last 100 days with YouTube. I look forward for the next 100 days and the next 100 days after that and the next 100 days after that. And I look forward to all the people who I will be serving and the intuition that I'll utilize to teach. Because it's a lot of wisdom up here. Sometimes I just need to be able to talk it out, walk it out, and explain it in a way that resonates, not just with myself of the epiphanies, but also be able to articulate it in a way that you, the viewers, the crown women in their crown era, who is utilizing their intuition to just dream bigger and achieve more for themselves first, then the world. Happy everything. Whatever you're going through, whatever you think you're going to be going through, because you're rehearsing a future that has not been solidified, or you're rehearsing the past that you cannot change, be in the moment to just be happy everything. Accept it the way it is and be happy in the moment for everything. That is my message, and I received it 100%. So I'm back. I had to get the door. Happy everything. So I'm going to end this video with two notes. I'm going to pull an affirmation card, maybe two or three, but I also want to invite you to watch the master class or the mini class for the discovery letter. It is in the description box. It's free on YouTube, and it will allow you to be able to tap in to who you are at such a deep level. It's a tool that's going to evolve with you for the rest of your life. There's no way that you can out evolve this tool, because this tool is about you and your intuition and you guiding your life the way you choose and allowing it to manifest through navigating and directing where you want it. The discovery letter will allow you to discover you in such a deep level. It's changed me over the years. You know, they say we're ending a 9 year cycle at the moment, and 2026 is the year of the horse in the Chinese astrology, and it's the fire horse. And we're laying our foundation and our seeds, and we're going to sprint to our destinations. What kind of foundation have you laid? Are you still laying it? What seeds are you sowing? Put it down. Put it down as soon as possible. The quicker you do it, the rapid your seed will grow. Think of your seed as the beanstalk fairy tale. It's going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. I know that's the image that I just got in my mind. It's going to be strong enough where you be able to rise to the top. And the only giant that's going to be up there is your self doubt. That's all the giant was, of self-doubt, because your treasures are there. Every treasure you could ever want in your life is waiting for you. And the only thing that's going to stop you is your self-doubt. So maintain that. The discovery letter will help you do it. So let me go ahead and let's pull three cards. Okay? Just three cards. Just whoops. Just three cards. Just three cards. It's happy everything. I love it. Happy everything. The first card says, I acknowledge my intuitive understanding. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Do you acknowledge your intuitive understanding? What this card means to me is that when I know I hear something, when I hear the voice of God, my intuitive nudge or that gut feeling, I'm going to acknowledge it as soon as possible and then step into the belief and have that faith. If it's something that tells me to take action, I'm going to take action. If it's something that tells me to pause, I'm going to take pause. If it's just a sweet message like happy everything, I'm going to embody it. Just like I embody that I'm a cluster of light, I'm going to embody it. So let's see what the next two are. This is deep, you guys. This is deep on my 100th video. This is deep. Go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. Put it in the comments. If you didn't know, these affirmation cards came from my intuitive knowing. Let's see what this one is. This one says, I personify the success of my life. I do. I personify the successes of my life. That means I can intimately imagine, put into the embodiment of every successful moment in my life, past successes and future successes, because I'm remembering. I'm remembering my future as if it is now, so I can match and meet myself where I desire. And last but not least, let's see. I share my wisdom honestly. That's what I'm doing here on YouTube. I'm sharing my wisdom as honestly as I can. Who shares wisdom with a lie? I don't know. Maybe somebody does, but not me. The wisdom that I know, I'm going to share it with you because I have your greatest interest at heart. I'm Coach Hunt. I'm a holistic self-love coach who support women in their desires to have the life that they dreams. And so the wisdom that I'm committed to share, I'm sharing. The lessons that I've learned, I'm sharing. The heartbreaks, the heart aches, the heart expandings, the heart evolution of love, I'm sharing. I'm documenting. I'm teaching. I'm becoming. I'm being. I'm bold. I'm all the things that I need to be and that I want to be in this moment for myself and for those who are called to hear. What's the old saying say? For those who have ears to hear, let them hear. Let them hear. Let them hear the voice of me. So I thank you guys so much for being here on this 100 video. I'm congratulating myself. Don't worry, I'll be here tomorrow for a video 101. What series it will be, I don't know, but it'll be something because I'm going to get the intuitive the nudge and the intuitive wisdom of what's next for me. And I hope you're on the journey with me, and I appreciate you. I love you so much. It's Coach Hunt. I have your greatest interest at heart. Bye.